Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of Empower Her's Learning Hub. Periods are something almost half the world's population experiences, yet there are still so many myths and misconceptions surrounding them. Some are passed down through generations, some spread through social media, and some are just things we've heard from friends or relatives and we still believe them. Today we're going to look at some of the most common period myths, separate fact from fiction, and hopefully clear up a few misunderstandings along the way. Let's get started. Myth number 1. You shouldn't visit a temple or other place of worship during your period. This is one of the most commonly discussed period beliefs in India. Some families believe that menstruating women shouldn't enter temples or participate in certain religious rituals because they're considered impure during their period. It's important to remember that these beliefs stem from cultural or religious traditions, and different families and communities follow different practices. From a medical and biological perspective, menstruation is a completely natural bodily process. It doesn't make a person dirty or impure. Whether someone chooses to follow this particular religious or cultural practice is a personal decision. But it's equally important to know that having a period does not make you less clean or less worthy of visiting temples. Myth number 2. You shouldn't eat certain foods during your period. Another myth many people grow up hearing is that you shouldn't eat certain foods, like you should avoid curd, tamarind, pickles, or any other sour or cold foods while you're on your period. The truth is that there isn't any strong scientific evidence showing that these foods stop your period, increase your flow, make your cramps worse. None of that. Everyone's body is different. Some people might notice that certain foods make them feel better or worse, and that's okay. But there isn't one list of foods that everyone has to avoid just because they're menstruating. Instead of focusing on restrictions, try to eat balanced meals and stay hydrated. Listening to your own body is much more helpful than following myths. Myth number 3. You shouldn't exercise during your period. One of the biggest myths is that you should avoid exercising or running when you're on your period. The truth is, if you're feeling up to it, exercise can actually help. Activities like walking, stretching, yoga, dancing, or playing sports may help reduce cramps, improve your mood, and even boost your energy. That being said, every experience is different. If you're having a particularly painful day and your body is asking for rest, it is completely okay to take it easy. The important thing is to listen to your body. Myth 4. You shouldn't wear ghungroos or perform Indian classical dance during your period. As a Kathak dancer, this is a myth that's very close to home for me. In Indian classical dance, ghungroos are much more than just bells. They're treated with a great deal of respect and are often considered sacred. Many dancers touch them to their forehead before wearing them, never leave them on the floor, and treat them almost like an offering to the art form. Because of this, some people believe that you shouldn't wear ghungroos or perform during your period, as menstruation is again considered impure. It's important to understand that this belief also comes from cultural and religious practices, and different families, dance schools, and gurus may have different views. From a medical perspective, it is a natural process. Having your period doesn't make you unclean or unhealthy. Personally, I've danced through rehearsals, performances, and competitions while on my period, wearing my ghungroos as I normally would, and it's never affected my ability to dance. At the end of the day, whether someone chooses to follow this tradition is a personal decision, but it's equally important to know that menstruation itself does not stop you from dancing. Myth number 5. Reusable menstrual products are not hygienic. Since Empower Her focuses on sustainable menstrual health, this one we've noticed a lot. Some people assume that because reusable pads are washed and used again, they must be unhygienic, but that's simply not true. When reusable pads are washed properly, dried completely, and stored in a clean place, they're perfectly safe to use. In fact, millions of people around the world use reusable menstrual products every month. Like any menstrual product, good hygiene comes from using and caring for it correctly. So, how many of these myths have you actually heard before? Maybe some of them even surprised you. The next time someone shares a fact about periods, don't be afraid to pause and ask, is there actual evidence behind this? Questioning misinformation is one of the best ways to break stigma and help create a world where periods are understood rather than misunderstood. Thank you so much for watching episode 2 of Empower Her's Learning Hub. I'll see you in the next one.